And away we go. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to BWTM Sports. If you haven't hit the subscribe button already, please do hit that subscribe button. We do love your subscriptions and we appreciate the support. Okay, so this is a late night boxing preview to the fights that are up tonight on boxing. I won't be doing any commentary personally tonight. I hope you've enjoyed the content of the last 2 days and insight into Anthony Yard's camp. And of course, Anthony Yard and Tunde Ajayi will be at the fights tonight. They will be scouting out Dimitri Bivol and Sergey Kovalev. So Anthony Yard will be in the building with Tunde Ajayi watching both Dimitri Bivol, and Sergey Kovalev. So that's interesting. Anyway, for the fights tonight, I hope you've enjoyed the rest of the videos. Of course, we've did interviews with Anthony Yard, which we promised you we'd do. Anthony Yard, his trainer Tunde Ajayi. We spoke to Coach Ade. We spoke to Bilal, Mohammed Bilal, the chosen one. We also spoke to Coach Ade. We went to the Boxing IQ. Spoke to Ozzy Gervier, Xavier Miller, who was actually at Chisora. Takam, he had a cornerman's viewpoint of the fight, so that was good to get insight on that. Talked to K Prosper, his upcoming fight. Super Yusuf Kamari, we spoke to him as well, and how his career was going. So we had a few interviews on the channel, so you check them out. The fighters you know and some of the fighters you don't know. So that was great. Then we saw some stuff of Anthony Yard working out. Still got some more stuff to show you guys at some point. I hope you've enjoyed the footage. And for once, our audio has been better than it has been previously. So that's an improvement there. I hope you're hearing me loud and clear tonight. It's all right. The reason why I'm doing this late preview is simply because I won't be doing the show tonight with Kovalev and Bivol and Berto and Alexander. It's too much. Got boxing overload. 2 days for just pure uploading videos. Tired, 2 nights straight of uploading videos, and you want to get some rest, so the rest of the week can go well without me being exhausted. And I'll pick up in the morning and watch the fights, and then after that probably review them with hopefully my buddy James Hernandez will be reviewing the videos there. Okay, so here's some thoughts about tonight's fights. Got quite a lot of thoughts on these fights, so let me get into it. First and foremost, let's talk about Devon Alexander versus Andre Berto. Berto shot to bits as far as I'm concerned. Doesn't let his hands go anymore against Devon Alexander, who's being a little bit more active than Berto. Berto is the more explosive puncher. Alexander's the more fundamentally sound boxer. And he has got a little bit of pop on his punches. I do believe that Alexander is the better boxer. I'm going to go with a fundamentally better boxer and the more active boxer, which is Alexander. So I look for Alexander to maybe even stop Berto in the mid to late rounds. But Alexander, for me, Berto, he's done as far as I'm concerned. And he's been out of the ring for a while. He's coming back now. I'm wondering if it's just money he's coming back for, obviously. Why else would you come back? But Alexander's got that. He's got ability. Former world champion, good boxing ability. But I'll go with Alexander on this one. Mid to late stoppage. Berto's chin's not the greatest. But yeah, people say, well, Mayweather didn't stop him. But I think Mayweather carried him for 12 rounds, to be quite honest with you. And Mayweather's a totally different fighter. I'm not saying Alexander's a better fighter than Mayweather, but I'm going to consider Berto's layoff. And sometimes the layoff's a good thing, but I don't think so. I think that Alexander has this one in the bag. As for Kid Chocolate and Jay Leon Love, I just see Kid Chocolate punching way too hard. Jay Leon Love's been knocked down in the past by guys who are lesser punchers. And Kid Chocolate, as we know, is big for the weight. He's a big middleweight. The only thing you have to think about there, and if I were Jay Leon Love, I would jump on Kid Chocolate early and hit him on the chin And every time Kid Chocolate used to box for me, he seemed to look like he had rabbit in headlights. Every time he boxed, he had his eyes like this, and I always thought he was a bit suspect around the chin. And of course, Danny Jacobs, a big puncher, exposed that. And I think Kid Chocolate was definitely intimidated by Jacobs, and he had rabbit in headlights. But he always boxed like he had rabbit in headlights. So maybe he won't box like that anymore because, you know, he hasn't got an unbeaten record to keep anymore. He hasn't got that pressure on him anymore. I don't know. But if I'm J. Leon Love and I know a guy hits much harder than me and physically much better boxer and physically bigger than me, now listen, I'm going to try and rush that guy earlier and try and catch him early with something. That I think that's J. Leon's only chance. But if he allows Kid Chocolate to get himself into rhythm, I think he knocks him out. As soon as he hits him hard and clean with something heavy, he gets him out of there pretty quickly. So 4 or 5 rounds. But I've seen fights before where guys have not got great chins get past big punches and win fights. So, but Kid Chocolate should have this in the bag. If he's going anywhere in his career, Kid Chocolate should have this fight in the bag. Which leads me on to Sergey Kovalev. Sergey Kovalev, what can I say about Sergey Kovalev? I don't think he's the same fighter since he got beat by Andre Ward. I think Andre Ward took his mojo. I think he took away his main card. His main card was that he would intimidate guys. He was the crusher, and he knocked everybody out. Ward took that away from him in 2 fights. Ward, first of all, when Ward got dropped, he got back up, and Ward fought back. And that wasn't good for Kovalev. And in the second fight, Ward stood up to Kovalev. So Kovalev was exposed almost like a flat track bully. It was all good giving it out, but when it came to taking it back, and somebody who was, you know, who's a good on top fighter, but as soon as somebody started putting it on Kovalev, hard on Kovalev, he kind of crumbled. Now, Alvarez, who fights tonight, held out, was who he fights tonight. He's got fast hands, good on the inside, throws the same combination, body shots, comes upstairs. Now, from what I've understood and what I've been told by various trainers, is that Kovalev is a raving alcoholic. And if he is a raving alcoholic, the first place you got to go is to the gut. Alvarez is very good to the body. I think that could be one of the reasons why Kovalev ties late in fights. So for Alvarez, I go early. The only thing he's got to be Kovalev, but Alvarez has got fast hands. He don't mind letting his hands go, and he does work well on the inside to the body. I don't think Kovalev is a good inside fighter. I think Kovalev's much better at long distance. Alvarez's best chance is mid to close range against Kovalev. The other thing Alvarez cannot do against Kovalev is stand right in front of him. Guys like Kovalev and Golovkin and Canelo, they're all guys that if you stand right in front of them, they are power punches and they will let their punches go and they will hurt you. What you've got to do with guys like that, you've got to be on the move. You mustn't stay in front of them. So if Alvarez can keep on the move, he can keep on the outside. If you keep a jab in the face of Kovalev, and when he gets close to him, work the body, Alvarez has got a good chance in this fight to cause the upset. Particularly the fact that Kovalev is a raving drinker and an alcoholic. They're trying to keep it all quiet. I think what they're trying to do is get Kovalev to a unification bout and then cash him out, because they know he's a raving alcoholic and he hasn't got much fights left in him. Plus the fact that, so they're trying to get fights against guys that make Kovalev look good. I'm not sure if Alvarez is that guy who's going to make Kovalev look good. Kovalev, if Alvarez stands on the outside and allows Kovalev to let that right hand go, and allows Alvarez to box at distance, not Alvarez, and Alvarez allows Kovalev to box at distance, then it's game over for Alvarez. He's got to get close, he's got to get tight, got to work the body, get the hands down to Kovalev, and maybe take the attack from 6 rounds onwards, where I think a tiring Kovalev could get stopped by Alvarez. But that's how he's got to fight the fight. Take the attack to the body early when he gets close. As Kovalev cannot fight on the inside. It's proven in the Ward fight. I don't think he's a fighter that's moving forward. So for me, he's a guy that's not. He's a guy who's got his own ideas about boxing. For me, from what I've seen, so he'll stagnate as a fighter. I can't see him improving. So Alvarez has got a great chance to expose the Kovalev myth, get inside and work the body. But again, like I said, if he goes about this crazy, he could find himself looking up at the lights, because Kovalev, the one thing I like about Kovalev, he's a puncher. And I've always been a fan of Kovalev. He does hit with dynamite, and he'll have to watch that. Now, Chilemba versus Bivol. Bivol has done some great things since turning pro. His fight against Sullivan Barrera was very impressive. The way he knocked out Barrera in the end. Chilemba, see, the thing with Chilemba and the Kovalev fight, Chilemba showed movement, exposed Kovalev. Not the same with Bivol. Bivol hits with a good hand. He's got very good punching power, good footwork, good punching power, puts his punches together well. Chilemba is going to find that this isn't Tony Bellew. He's going to find this isn't Sergey Kovalev. He's going to find Bivol's a different kettle of fish. And I expect Chilemba to fiddle Bivol around, but I think Bivol eventually will sit down, land the heavy punches, and a late stoppage for Bivol against Chilemba. I think if Bivol knocks Chilemba down, he not only knocks him down, he'll get up. Chilemba may get up, and then Bivol will stop him. I don't see Chilemba lasting the distance with Bivol. I think actually Barrera is a better fighter than a better boxer than Chilemba, and I think Chilemba is just a level below Barrera in my opinion. I think that Bivol will stop Chilemba possibly inside the distance. So there you go. The one fight I do see a potential upset is the fight with Kovalev, and that depends on how Alvarez goes about his work. I hope you've enjoyed the videos that was uploaded to the channel. Also, for those of you that are interested in things outside of boxing, outside of sport, I'm starting a new mini series called Along the Coast. A little bit of stuff that I get up to, or will be getting up to, along the seafront, and the many adventures of Ingram Jones. So it's a little different, light-hearted, not so serious as the BWTM stuff. So check it out, Ingram Jones, the YouTube channel. Get across there, hit the like, hit the subscribe button, and get subscribed to Ingram Jones. All right, and let's get those subscribers up to 1,000. The new mini series Along the Coast. I'm gonna upload a couple more episodes, so that'll be that. Quiet evening tonight it looks on the channel. So yeah, everybody's probably tuned into the boxing. I didn't even bother watching the next gen stuff. It's just never interested in next gen stuff for me. But yeah, enjoy the boxing tonight. Hope you enjoy it. Have fun. And I'll be back probably tomorrow evening reporting on the boxing. Take care. And I hope Anthony Yard and Tunde Jai get a bit of camera time. And hopefully get some sort of interaction between Kovalev and Bivol. I'm out. Have a good night.